James, why do you use the word prettiest to describe you?
Beautiful. Would you prefer beautiful? Wonderful? I don't know. I don't have a whole lot.
What was so pretty about it?
It's a W. We're going to enjoy wins around here, and after some of the emotional games that we've had, we'll take 25 more of these. We'll take as many of them as we can get, and I think it says something that when you can go out there and you can find a way to get a win. When maybe you didn't play your best football in all three phases. I thought we played great on defense, but you got to find a way to gut these games out. We did that earlier in the year. We got away from it a little bit. Now we're back on it, so we're going to enjoy it.
James, you had first and goal from the one and resulted in no points. Did you say anything to the offense when they came off the field, and how do you feel about the way they bounced back from that?
Yeah, obviously, we were able to move the ball and to get the ball on the 1 yard line and not be able to punch it in. We'll have to watch that film and evaluate, but it just comes down, you just got to say, I am going to score with my man. If every guy says, I'm going to block my guy into the end zone and score with my man, then the running back's going to get in. We got to look at that. We've been really good in goal line situations. That's the first time I can remember that happening in a long, long time. We'll watch the tape, but once again, our defense was able to respond. I thought our offense came back in spurts. Our protection is still an issue. When we go max protect and go 7-man protection, and the kid's still running for his life, we got some things we got to look at, obviously.
Jason, a couple weeks ago you said the plan with Miles would be to rotate and grab that. He played 2 or 3 series today, play on both sides. Was that the plan today, and how do you think he did? Was he able to make it out there?
Yeah, I can't really comment on it. It's hard, obviously, an interior lineman to be able to tell exactly how he played. But yeah, the plan going into this was to get him 1 or 2 series in the game, and then hopefully build some confidence and grow from there. You'd love for him to at least double that by next week, but it's also going to depend on how he feels tomorrow morning. So you don't go from not doing anything for 7 months to playing half the game. We were hoping to get 1 or 2 series out of him in a half.
You touched on a little bit with Grant Haley, but this game you have been the first in a long time. You won the special teams battle, and with kick coverage and punt coverage, I thought you were really good. You have that, and that swing a game essentially. We didn't have to lose that.
Correct, and we haven't been able to pull that off. So I still think we can get better in our punt game. I really do, but we were able to make some plays. The fact that they're not getting any return yards is big. Even their number 1 win is an explosive player as well. So that was big for us tonight. I believe in Gula and I believe in Pasquarella, and I think those 2 guys can be really good punters for us. So we're just going to keep working with them. But I thought overall he did a great job tonight. I think that was a big factor in the game.
James, how about the timing of Belton's touchdown? You guys have just given up a big play to kind of come back with a counter punch like that. How important was that?
Really important. I loved it. Yeah, I loved it. When you can hand the ball off. Really, we ran a very similar play that we've run all year long, but we just did it from a different look with Jesse in the backfield. And, going 92 yards, the whole time I was willing him into the end zone. It just seemed like I've never seen a run like that where the guys were like right on his back the entire 92 yards. But he was able to get in the end zone. It was a big play, and I'm really happy for him too. You look at Zwinek and Belton; those guys who played here and played well for a long time. So, for him to make a big play like that, we talk about a little bit of the frustration at times with the offensive guys. But I see him sticking together. I thought Hack, his leadership was really good, and I thought all that was important. Their body language, their demeanor, and all that kind of stuff all belonged.
Christian Campbell, I thought, had a really great day. Made a huge play on special teams and a couple of stops. Just from your perspective, did you see him step up?
Yeah, I've been pleased. I mean, I mentioned to you guys before, and I actually said 3, and that's not even right. Our 4 fastest players on our team are true freshmen, and 1 is redshirting. The other 3 are playing a lot and making big plays for us. We had some guys go out. Christian's been playing more and more reps all year long. Grant Haley, the same thing. I don't think we got Apke in on defense. We wanted to do that, but it was such a tight game, we weren't able to do it. Give him another week of preparation. Hopefully his reps spike up as well.
James, Christian's 2 interceptions, 1 was for a touchdown. Your view of it,
Would you put them on him, or was it the protection, or how did you feel he played today, especially regarding him?
No, they were screen plays, so those plays weren't really specific to the protection. A lot of it is maybe it's based on the protection, the fact that we're having to call so many screens to try to get the ball out of his hand quickly. So the last play was a screen play, which we actually had. It went off of Bill's hands, and they picked it off. So I'm not really putting the blame on anybody but myself. I'll take responsibility for that.
James, how important has Wortman been your pass defense here? Not just the interception today, but
yeah, I think Mike Hull is really led by example for our entire defense in the way he practices, in the way he prepares, everything. And I think our defense is really gaining confidence because they're playing well. And I think Mike really sets an example. We went into this year feeling really good about Mike, and those other two guys, we felt really good about their potential, but they needed to do it down in and down out, and they have. We lost, I think, Naeem for one game, and then he came back and he's been playing. This is the first game we had him back with really his hand just taped up and not playing in a cast. And I think that's been helpful for him as well. So I'm proud of all those guys. I really am.
James, what can a win, your first win in 7 weeks, what can it do for this team in their cycle?
The first win in how many weeks?
7.
Wow.
Counting combines.
Counting bye weeks.
Oh, I was going to say, golly, your math is a little bit different than mine. It doesn't seem like it was that long. I don't know. We're happy to get a win this week. We really are. Great team win. We gutted it out. We're able to send that picture to Kaiser and feel good about that and enjoy the game today, and then focus on our opponent next week is who? Temple. We'll start focusing on Temple on Sunday and be excited about that. But, we're going to enjoy this win.
James,
we're going to
with
enjoy
the
it.
lead and the way your defense was playing, was there more of a conscious effort, just to keep them on a long field, not make the big offensive mistake?
We've really been doing that for the last 4 weeks, but it's hard to play field position, football when you're not punting the ball really well. When you're not consistent on offense, and then you're not consistently punting the ball. We've taken that approach to the last 4 weeks. Is if times are getting tough, let's try to put our defense in a position to win the game. I'm proud of them. They stepped up time and time again, and again, great team win. I know the defense is unbelievably supportive of the offense. I know the offense is unbelievably supportive of the defense, and everybody's excited about the special teams. So, looking forward to getting back out on the field on Sunday and practicing to get better and find a way to be 1-0 next week.
You spoke about the offensive wrinkles earlier this week. You guys want to do something different. Kind of a two-part question. One, how much going back to the drawing board did you guys have to do, so to speak, as far as to come up with some of these different wrinkles? And second part, what's the last 6-7 weeks been like for John Donovan? Just from an outside, it sounds, it seems as if the sky's falling.
It sounds like what?
The sky's falling from the outside. What's John Donovan been like?
Yeah, things are good. We're 1-0 this week, and I love our staff and I love our coaches, and we're excited about it. I think this team beat us last year, and we were able to get one of those. So our staff couldn't be tighter. I love those guys. From a leadership perspective, I hope they love me. I love our players. I love Penn State. I love the community. We're just going to keep fighting to get better.
James,
and things are good.
Based on Neil's question, kind of piggybacking on that, you would probably love to play exciting football, but does it rub against your grain to have to just survive and play from down to down and rely on your defense, knowing that your offense just can't do certain things? How do you feel about it personally?
I would love to win 173-0, or if we could keep people to negative points, I would love to do that every single week. But right now, where we're at as a program, we're just going to find ways to get W's, and hopefully those things will grow over time. I'm very confident that they will. But the most important thing where we're at right now is to find a way to get a W, get back on that plane, and keep building, and stay positive, and be optimistic. The Gatorade is 90% full. And that's how I look at life.
Mike James taking on a bigger role for you guys every week, it seems like. So the catch today, what's his part?
I think it's been really good. I mean, you think about all the freshmen that are making big impacts for us. I think all of them. We got a bunch of them that are playing and playing well. I really am committed and excited about Aki, you know, getting some more time next week. But it's interesting because he's playing the same position as Marcus Allen. So, you know, Marcus Allen is playing really well right now, and you want to take him off the field, you know, trying to get him experience. So there's a fine line with that, but, you know, I'm pleased with the progress of Mike. I'm pleased with the progress of all the freshmen. I see Mike becoming more physical. You know, you're talking about a guy that was listed as a tight end, but had never put his hand in the ground, had never blocked the defensive end, never blocked the linebacker. He was spiking the ball in volleyball, dunking the ball in basketball, and catching passes. So we're asking him to do some things, and I think he's embraced it.
One more. James, why was Austin Johnson so upset at the end of the first half? Saw that you had a goal clock.
Yeah, he was really angry, which I'm okay with that a little bit. You know, they're passionate guys. This is an emotional game. I don't want some of the other stuff that went on, but what's fortunate is we got good depth. So when I talked to Sean Spencer and I talked to Austin, I said, look, chill out, take a deep breath, and we're going to put somebody else in until you can get your composure back. That's a nice luxury to have the depth that we put Parker Cothran in there, and he played well, and we were able to keep going. But I think Austin Johnson's a special player, and we need him back on. But you know, that's a lesson. That's a life lesson. That's a lesson for our program. We got to keep our composure. I don't care what's happening that you don't agree with. It's never okay to lose your composure and act like that. But I know Austin, he's a great kid. He'll learn from this, and we'll move on. But we have got to keep our composure. We got to stick together as a family.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.